Take the hot weather. Hot. You hear Patrick Mahomes, Diana Rossini asked him, by the way, you're listening to Keyshawn, J. Willimax, ESPN Radio, Sirius XM Channel 80, the ESPN app. We're on ESPN2. You can download the podcast. You could listen on your smart speakers. Guys, good morning, first of all. Good weekend? Good weekend?
Great
solid.
Weekend.
Yeah, solid.
Ain't no, wasn't nothing but sports, really.
Yeah. Ran the ball.
What
You
else
ran the
did-
ball this weekend, Key. You played solid and sound football this weekend.
Bama got their win like
Yeah,
he
I watched
forecasted.
a lot of college football on Saturday.
Mm.
What else did I do? That's really it.
Yeah, a lot of football this weekend.
Yeah, a lot of football on Saturday. Because it was Georgia was winning early in that Alabama game. And
Here we go.
so it was
You already know
one
what
of those
it's already coming to it.
deals.
I already feel it. A lot of trash talking.
It is
between
crazy.
Key and I on the text
No,
chain.
it wasn't trash talking. It was, I was just trying to get educated on Georgia versus Alabama, and I went to you, and you enlightened me on a few things
but see,
that I
this
did
is
not know.
this is Key tried to tie me into something. What happens? It's like a bet. What they do to their young pups, right?
Yeah.
They try to start like, all right, try to punk you. Like, oh, you want to bet? Oh, then bet. Keep throwing up number high. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I'm not trying. I don't feel comfortable in that range. Obviously, you do. So that's where it escalated
No,
to.
it wasn't comfortable. You put it out there, and I just said bet. Then you wanted to show me that you was Big Daddy, so you wanted to
Yeah,
go,
I had to beat
you
my
wanted
chest
to
a
take it
little
to the
bit.
extreme.
And then I didn't want to take it to the extreme. I just
Yeah,
laid
but you
out.
still owe me.
I don't owe you. We never
you
confirmed
lost.
the bet.
It did. I pushed sin, and the bubbles were
Just 'cause
still
you pushed
going.
it.
And
Now, I looked at this text chain. I thought there was a confirmed bet for a much lower amount than you were eventually
but
saying.
yes. What happened?
Yes, I did not confirm
No.
that higher amount.
Yeah.
No, I
What
did not.
happened was I pushed sin. It didn't go through. So after I initially said bet, then I had so when I said
No.
bet, I sent the text that got
No.
caught in the.
Oh, that.
No.
But what he's
No.
on the hook for is, I believe, 1/100th of what you believe
Yes.
he's on the hook for.
Because it got hyped and you said, nah, no bet. I ain't doing that.
No,
you
that
got
was
it.
after the fact. But then I originally, and it got caught up. So
See, that's
what
the
it was.
keyism. That's how he tie you into it. He's
So-
good at it.
So anyway, that was college, which is nuts. Alabama, Georgia, of course. Like Alabama.
I told you.
It's unreal.
I told
You said
you
that about
that was going to happen, though. The Oklahoma
Yeah,
State,
yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Just like I
Georgia.
told you some of the stuff that was going to happen yesterday in the NFL, which it did.
Georgia for sure didn't have the greatest defense
Georgia.
of all time. But I'll tell you what, they could have a
Where's
rubber match.
Pollock at, man, when you
He
need him?
coming on.
They could have a rubber match with the championship on the line, and it looks like it's headed that way, and that'd be great. 1-1. Listen, meantime, in the NFL, you heard Patrick Mahomes, guys, as we came into the show talking to Diana Rossini. He was asked if the Chiefs are back. Let's listen to that again.
I mean, we're winning a lot of football games. I'll say that. We're right where we want to be at. With the defense playing like this, if our offense can find who we are, we're going to be a hard team to beat.
Yeah,
It's crazy that you're hearing Patrick Mahomes say if the offense can find out who we are.
you believe? Yeah, like
That's
go
just
back to the
wild to
beginning.
me.
Go back to the beginning of the year. If we told you in Week 13 the Chiefs' defense would be carrying them and their offense hadn't shown up yet this year, would you believe me?
I could believe that. I really could. I think what happens in this situation is we have been accustomed with our taste buds of seeing high flying, down the field, big plays out of Kansas City. And so when we see Patrick Mahomes with no passing TDs, and his stat line, no passing TDs, an interception, a rushing TD, the first thing you go is, oh, they must have lost. And you look at the score, it is 22. You're like, well, that doesn't really look like the MVP. But that's the way they've been all year long. So now they're winning different than what you've seen over the last 3 years. That's all. They just winning different. It's enough to go where they're trying to go because the defense is playing good. And the offense, all the offense has got to do is hit a few points. They got more than what the opponent has, and they win the game.
Jay, this is why I like Kansas City.
Been saying it, I know.
And I'll tell you, but here's like the next wrinkle for me. If you are the other team playing Kansas City and the coach comes in and goes, here's our defensive game plan, and someone raised their hand and said, but coach, if our defense works and they take what we give them, they're still going to win the game. It's like the defense is like, don't give up any big plays and do this and this. But if Mahomes just takes what the defense gives him, they're going to score. And if their defense holds up, that's the game plan to play the Chiefs is a losing game plan if it works out, is my point.
I agree. And last night felt like a give it to me. I mean, coming into the weekend, I was like, oh, I'm going to bet this game just because, even though I know that the Chiefs have been horrible against the spread this year, like just like Andy Reid, 19-3, coming off the bye week. I mean, now they're 20-3. Okay, that's a gimme. And the scary thing is just understanding, looking at all the teams in AFC Key. All right, the Pats, they play the Bills tonight. That's a really big-time game. People are trying to wonder, like, who's the best team in the AFC? But if I'm sitting there looking at the Chiefs, I'm like, their defense is clicking. 17 or fewer points their last 7 games for the defense. Exponentially. Like last night on third down, I mean, they made life miserable for Teddy Bridgewater. And their offense hasn't even come close to clicking. Like that offense still seems it's like he was being disciplined last night. No, it's not instead of exploding,
Clicking the way people wanted to click. Even Patrick Mahomes wants to take those shots, but he is, for whatever reason, pulling back from those sort of things. So what you're seeing now is you're just seeing basically a normal NFL offense, opposed to I can score at will anytime I want to from the past 3 years. So your body is in shock right now, but so to speak. Your mind, your eyeballs, what you're seeing, you're like, is this not Kansas City? Because what you've seen is like Kansas City's down by 21. Oh, they're up by 10 now.
Yeah.
But that's okay in the past. Now they're winning this way. Because if I told you that was the Dallas Cowboys,
nice win.
You'd go, nice win. 22. You'd say,
solid
okay,
football.
Solid
they won
football.
by 2 scores.
Yeah, if that was the Rams or if that was Seattle, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's a good win for them.
So there's 2 things then. One, can they win a Super Bowl this way?
They can win a Super Bowl that way. 2,
is
that's
there
how Super Bowls are won.
Is their offense capable of clicking the way we remember it? Is it capable of doing that?
It is capable of doing it because all he has to do is hit 1 or 2 big plays. If you add 1 or 2 of them Tyreek Hill deep
points.
crosser, now that's 30 points, and that's another 80 yards. And now you look and put his numbers together and be like, oh, Patrick Mahomes threw for 300 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Plus, I don't know what the stat is, but it just feels like between Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Darrell Williams, like yards after the catch, like even though they have a lot of checkdowns, man, they seem like they get 6 or 7 yards after the catch all the time.
Yeah, video game.
It's just crazy. Like, he's still moving the ball down the field consistently.
The cheetah be out there like he in high school. Like, man,
scary, man.
Don't get your butt down.
Fastest land mammal, Tyreek Hill.
Crazy,
Hill.
dude.
It's insane.
But they won, and they played a tough team in Denver that we all thought was done based on the Von Miller trade. But that's a tough team who fights and they scrappy. And they won the game. That's all you can really ask for.
Can I give one quick shout
out of that?
Javonte Williams. Just let him be running back number 1, man.
By the way,
beast.
What's his name?
I'll call him Williams.
No, say it's the first name.
Williams.
No joke.
Williams.
Javonte. Why we do that to ourselves?
Stop. Just let this man live.
No.
Let's call him Mr. Williams.
Running back 1. Devontae, D-Tay. Like we do some
Just
stuff.
call him Jay Williams. There you go. Short.
Did the name Keyshawn exist before you?
Ooh.
Did it exist before me?
Yeah.
Or popular?
Well, like, for example.
Yeah, it wasn't popular.
For example, Jalen.
I met one Keyshawn before.
Jalen Rose. Jalen was the
lying.
first of his name, basically, right?
Keyshawn.
And now you got a lot of Jalens. You got a lot of, like, from Wu-Tang, Raekwon. You got a lot of Shaquille's and Shaq. You got more. There's a fighter right now, Keyshawn Davis, real good.
I don't want to take credit for that, but I mean, there's a coincidence that's there that,
You can't say you don't want to take credit.
All right, you know what? Let's move. No. I know where he's going.
Well, I'm just saying I don't want to take credit.
What
for
area
it,
is he from? What area is he from?
Who?
How often did we play there? All that kind of stuff. Just calm down.
Hey.
Be a part of Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max Nation on the Dr. Pepper call-in line.
Yeah, there's a lot of Keyshans, Deshans, Deshans.
Call us at 888-SAY-ESPN. Lots of Maxes, too, by the way. I think that was after me. My parents originated the name. 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776, ESPN Nation presented by Dr. Pepper. College football's heating up. The fans are hyped. Return to glory with Fansville by Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve. By the way, we're presented by Progressive Insurance, and all phone guests join us on the Goodyear Hotline. Up next, why the Ravens' loss is not as concerning, distressing to Ravens fans as you might think. as you think it should be. Keyshawn, J. Will and Max, ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, and ESPN2.